Welcome back to my G1 Retro Reviews. Today, we're taking a look at the original Transformers series episode, The Revenge of Bruticus. In this episode, the Combaticons take over Cybertron and try to destroy the Earth, forcing the Autobots and Decepticons to work together to defeat this powerful new foe. In a very rare occurrence in G1, this episode picks up right where the last one left off, with Starscream and his Combaticons stranded on an asteroid in space. But they have Blastoff, towing the asteroid towards Cybertron. I guess despite also being a space shuttle, unlike Astrotrain, Blastoff cannot grow in size and carry everyone back to Cybertron inside him. On Cybertron, Shockwave is playing with his Sentinel drones when the Combaticons arrive.
Invaders! Dock your craft and surrender!
I don't think you can dock an asteroid. Oops, my mistake. Apparently you can. When Bruticus is knocked down by Shockwave, he uses Vortex's helicopter arm as a saw blade to destroy some of the Sentinel drones. I have no doubt that this was the inspiration for Bruticus's melee ability in Fall of Cybertron. So, does that mean that Blastoff is a flamethrower too? The fight with Bruticus here is amazing! I love how Bruticus does this leaping back up maneuver. You know, you see it in wrestling all the time. Is there a name for that? And the Sentinel drones trying to pick up Shockwave in gun mode is just adorable. And then Bruticus picks up Shockwave himself and fires him like an actual gun, before launching him into space. It's really surprising how intelligent and agile Bruticus is here, much more than combiners usually are. He deduces that stopping Shockwave will also stop his drones, kind of like the Viacon generals and their drones in Beast Machines. And he demonstrates incredible flexibility and speed for a combiner. No wonder I love Bruticus and the Combaticons. This whole scene is just iconic. Truly a highlight of G1. Also, when the battle is over, we see the Combaticons cleaning up the Sentinel drones. First off, good on the Combaticons for not leaving a mess. They may be baddies, but at least they don't litter. Remember, keep Cybertron clean. It seems the Decepticon commandos from Robots in Disguise really do take after their old G1 counterparts. And second, I didn't realize that the Sentinel drones were so small. Aww, they're adorable. I want some. Shockwave's itty bitty army. So cute. Meanwhile, on Earth, the Insecticons have seemingly destroyed a city in Megatron's quest for more energon. So, Optimus Prime calls on the rescue bots. The Protectobots for assistance. Although, unlike the rescue bots, who are based out of a firehouse, instead, the Protectobots are based out of Sparkplug's garage. Although, wasn't the Burns' firehouse turned into a garage in that Morocco alternate future? Also, I thought Sparkplug's garage was in New York City. And this certainly isn't New York City. Sparkplug must have a whole franchise of auto repair shops acting as fronts for Autobot bases.
If you're really interested in the universe, Spike, I can enlarge it for you.
It still looks like it goes on forever.
It does.
Wait, you're just staring at Teletran's screen. Shouldn't it be all pixely and stuff? What's the resolution on Teletran's screen? 800K? Also, I like that Percy is being used as a telescope here. Kind of. It reminds me of his aligned continuity counterpart in Rescue Bots Academy. In the vastness of space, somehow, Starscream and Shockwave collide with each other. And then Shockwave goes for a ride on Starscream. Aww! Starscream is giving piggyback rides! So cute! Speaking of cute, back on Cybertron, we can spot Blastoff and Brawl sitting on top of Shockwave's Space Bridge base. Aww, they look adorable! Such cute boys just sitting and hanging out together. Now all they're missing are some sea salt ice cream pops. Onslaught uses the space bridge to pull the Earth towards the sun. However, Shockwave uses his hologram projector to distract the Combaticons with illusions of robotic creatures.
Let's see something new. How about gargoyles?
The spell is broken, and we live again.
Back on Earth, the Autobots are using their boobs to search for the space bridge control panel.
Over here, Prime. I found it. TV. We talk TV. You talk some TV. Oh.
Wait, who is that on the right? Oh, I'm guessing this is supposed to be Ratchet, but his helmet is miscolored.
Come in, Mega Bum! Starscream!
I love Starscream. On Cybertron, Starscream and Shockwave are captured by the Combaticons and thrown in jail. I wonder who will be on top and who will be on the bottom. Bunk beds, I mean. Primus, get your minds out of the gutter. On Earth, I like how the Protectobots, plus Inferno and Red Alert are helping put out fires. If only there were a whole show about Autobots who perform rescue missions. The Autobots and Decepticons retrieve the control panel from the Insecticons. And both Optimus and Megatron agreed to donate parts from their own bodies to repair it.
Ramjet, if this Autobot quack does anything suspicious, shatter his lenses from the inside.
Something like that happened to Percy in Cyberverse. Perceptor then proceeds to strip Optimus and Megatron of their chest pieces. Percy! Don't you know there are kids watching? You can't just flash Optimus and Megatron's titties on screen like that. Joking aside, even though the angle is terrible, it looks like the detail under Prime's chest windows is vaguely similar to the Matrix housing in Transformers the movie. Maybe they were long enough in the film's production at this point that they could reference it and make his inner chest detail more consistent. Unlike in previous episodes where Optimus had his top off before. So the Autobots and Decepticons go to Cybertron to stop the Combaticons, where they free Starscream and Shockwave. And Shockwave apparently unleashes more of his cute little Sentinel drones. Aww, I want some! Seriously, I want some of these little cuties! They can be like my version of the Servbots from Mega Man Legends. Actually, the Servbots are still cuter. Optimus, where did you get that other gun? I don't recall that coming with any of your toys. Not even the masterpieces.
Hey, watch where you aim that thing!
Well, excuse me. Well, excuse me, princess.
Okay, Brawl I can kind of understand because he's just a cute dumb himbo, but come on, Swindle! By the time Megatron got to you, you should have either ducked or shot back or something. Instead, it was just a Combaticon shooting gallery.
I'm a crack shot at this.
You mean you have to use your hands? That's like a baby's toy.
One interesting note is that when Blastoff transforms, his fuselage and wings seem to be separate pieces. At first, I thought this was a weird animation error. Then I realized they probably did this on purpose. The intent being that Blastoff's wings actually form Bruticus's bra. I mean, chest plate. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like how Dive Bomb's wings come off and become wings for Predaking. But this is obviously the front version of that. After Hasbro does their Menasor combiner in Legacy, I'd love to see them do Bruticus next. Especially if they manage to work in this detail of his transformation. And of course, if they do, I hope that we also get him repainted as Ruination. Starscream then reveals Bruticus's weak point.
There are 3 spots on his back. Hit them all and he's deactivated.
Just like a video game. Hit the weak point for maximum damage, do it 3 times in a row, and the boss is defeated. And so, Optimus delivers the coup de grace on Bruticus. And both he and Megatron agreed that Bruticus must be destroyed. However, Bruticus isn't actually destroyed, but this is in fact another trick of Shockwave's hollow emitter. Well, this was a great episode of the original Transformers series. Definitely one of my favorites. Not only does it feature my favorite combiner team in G1, not only does it take place right after the previous episode, a rare occurrence in G1, but the story itself is fantastic. Sure, the whole flinging the Earth into the sun was kind of hokey, but the Combaticons in this episode were great. I still can't get over how cute Blastoff and Brawl were, sitting on top of the roof like Axel and Roxas. Aww, they're adorable! I almost want to commission someone to draw all the Combaticons sitting on Shockwave's little house, eating energon popsicles. They're so cute! I love them! I like how we got the Protectobots in this episode, but I really wish that they got their own feature episode, like so many other groups have. They're pretty cute too, but it's just an absolute shame that they barely get any character development in this series.
Ugh. No fair!
I also love how they used the rule of 3 with Shockwave's hollow projector. First, we see him use it to practice with the Sentinel drones. Then they use it to trick the Combaticons. And finally, they use it to trick the Autobots. G1 episodes aren't usually as well structured as this one. But yes, I love this episode. I love the Combaticons. And I love seeing the Autobots and Decepticons working together. It was such a great episode. Easily in my top 10. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure I put this episode in my G1 Retro Review and Top 10 video. So maybe check that out once you're done this video. But before you do that, what about you? What did you think of this episode of G1? Let me know down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you back here next week for the episode Aerial Assault. Yes, that's right. We are finally tackling that episode after we had to skip it due to the Combaticons showing up before they were actually introduced. So I'll see you back here next time for that.